Well, I'm Tessa with Mama's Geeky. Thank you guys so much for taking the time.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Tessa.
Oh my goodness, this movie was so much fun. I absolutely love a movie that, like, as soon as it ends, I'm like, well, now I need to rewatch it and like piece things together. And that's exactly what this one did for me. But I'd love to know for you guys what it was that made you want to be a part of it. And Michael, if you want to start first.
Well, first of all, I love this. The script was very funny, and it's always fun to try to figure out a murder mystery. But that once I saw who was on board, that was like done. I'm done. Lil Rel, yes. Jillian Bell, yes. Billy Magnuson, yes. Nina, Jamie, Chase Crawford. It was fantastic, and that's why I wanted to do it.
And then how about for you, Lil Rel?
Well, first of all, I love how excited you are. Okay, it's been like it looked like you really enjoyed the movie, so
I
that
did. I really had
yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah, it was the cast and just being a part of a murder mystery and making this murder mystery hilarious. Like that was such a big deal to me. And man, it was such a good group of people to work with. And I like humor mixed with stuff like this. And I think we did a really good job at that. I'm so proud of what we did.
Yeah, you guys were fantastic. I mean, it's exactly that. I'm like laughing all the way through, but I'm also like, someone was murdered. Like, why am I cracking up? It's a little bit of a heavy topic, but it's funny and it was so good. And that's one thing I was going to ask you guys, because this is such a great group of actors and comedians. So, what was it like on set? Was there a lot of improv? Were you guys just goofing around? What was that like?
Tons
Everything
of
you just said.
improv, and yes, goofing around, yes. Um, everything you think, yes.
Yes. It was so much fun. It was a lot of laughing, like a lot of laughing. And a real good supportive group too, honestly. Like I love the way we all supported each other in the scenes and really good scene partners now that I think about it. I really enjoy how funny everybody was and just how much we all gave each other room to shine, to be quite honest with
And
Oh, I
it's weird.
love
We
it.
talked about this a little bit earlier, but like, for a film, we shot it here in the Los Angeles area. And so usually in LA, everybody just, goes home at the end of the day. And that didn't happen so much here. We went out to eat, we went dancing. It was really, we ate all of our meals together during lunch. Um, we still have a text chain going.
you.
So yeah, it's a good group.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. So I gotta know for you guys, when you first like read the script, did you know who was gonna be the killer? Because like I'm usually pretty good at figuring stuff out, and I didn't figure it out till like the very, very end.
No, I
Nah,
didn't.
nope. That's funny you say that. Like when I think about it, I remember. You know who I really thought was the killer at first? Honestly, I even say this in other interviews. I thought it was Mr. Buckley.
Well, maybe it is.
Right, maybe it is.
Oh yeah, maybe it is.
Yes,
Damn.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But same. That's exactly I was convinced it was
Six to seven
you,
other
Michael. Maybe
characters.
it is. That
So
was my
even you
first.
don't think it's him no more, you don't know who else it is.
Listen, it's crazy. Everyone has a reason, and that's what I love about it, right? You're like, it literally could be anybody,
Yeah.
you know?
But that's
Um,
what's fun about these kind of movies.
absolutely, absolutely. So I want to know if you guys just want to describe your characters a little bit, and if you're anything like them at all.
Well, my character is I play a history teacher who everyone hated 20 years ago and still does. And he's also a bit of a boozer, um, and has a lot of secrets. And I'd say I fit all of those except for the boozer part.
People hate you.
They hated me then, they hate me now. But anyway, how about you, Ralph?
Um, well, Ray, only thing that we have more similar is that I did kind of dress like the way he dressed around that time in that era, in that early Kanye era. Uh, but for the most part, we're a lot different just because Ray is still, you could tell, still kind of caught up in high school. You know what I mean? Like that's probably what his best years was high school, and he's not necessarily proud of who he is in the present. But that's what makes this a really unique story too, and the journey Ray goes on in
Yes.
this story because of that. So, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm telling you, from the first moment you come in, and then you're like, "This is that same outfit I wore. This is my lucky outfit." I was dying. I was like, "I'm all in on this character. I love this guy so much." Well, you guys mentioned that you shot here, so obviously no real snow. So what
No
was
real
that?
snow. We shot in Calabasas, which is very kind of dry and a lot of and that the Kardashians live there, but I didn't see one. Did you see a Kardashian, Lil Rel, when you were there?
Anybody live in Calabasas, they all just stay in a area. You don't ever see them.
Yeah, you don't see them.
I got friends that stay in Calabasas, and I hang out there to get ice cream. It's a little ice cream spot. Which
Oh,
is so
nice.
funny that I've moved out that way since then, which annoys me because I'm like, damn, you know how crazy that commute would have been so much nicer if I
Right.
lived out that way when we shot the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a lot of fake snow, and then they
A
added
lot of
fake
fix.
breath later. You see people
Oh,
breathing the thing that's added later, which is cool. And yeah.
I'm telling you, this movie was so great. So I want to know, because I hope everyone streams this. I think it's the perfect like hanging out with your girlfriends, hanging out with your friends, hanging out with your significant other movie to kind of all come together and try to figure it out. That's what I love about a murder mystery. But what would you say to people to get them to check this out on June 28th?
First of all, I love what you just said. Like that's yes, that's what you do. You gather your friends, you have a party, you get some drinks, you get some food, and you guys sit there and try to figure out what's going on. So you get your laugh on and you get your murder mystery solving on. And that's what it is. This is a movie that's for a group of people to enjoy together.
Or if you're lonely like me, you can just watch it by yourself
Take notes, figure it out
with your
always.
yeah, with your cat or even a stuffed animal. That's all good.
With your cat. I mean, listen, the cat could help you figure it out. Maybe who knows?
Believe me, yeah, they definitely
Cat just
do.
walks up to the TV and just puts the
It goes,
ball
it's that one.
Yeah,
on the
right.
screen.
Who did it? Who did it? You tell me. I love it. When you guys got the scripts, was there a scene you were most excited to film? I know that might be a little hard without spoilers, but
Hmm.
was there one thing you were like, "Ooh, I'm excited to do that"?
I think I was excited. There's about Act Two, which is roughly, I don't know, 30 minutes in the movie. There's a kitchen scene where we're all trying to figure out, what's happening, and I was really looking forward to that, and it did not disappoint when we were really doing it.
That's actually, I actually would agree with that too. Yeah, that scene, and also I love Jillian's
It's so good.
Well,
first
she's just
scene in the
crazy.
movie
Although, yeah,
when she's like, "You all know why I'm here," and everybody's like, "What?"
Who are you? I
yeah,
was like, what?
yeah. She has a speech at the party that at the beginning of the movie that is just crazy, and I would assume 80% of that was improvised. It's
Really?
yeah.
So good.
She at one point talks about, and now I'm here with my $64 shoes, and you're just like, where did that come from? And I don't think she said it once. I don't remember her saying it more than once.
No, she
Um,
did.
just like so I've made it, and I thought like, wow, you're genius, just genius.
Yeah, $64 shoes. That's proof, right?
Yeah,
It's a lot of
that
money
is
to
pretty
spend on
good.
shoes, I guess.
That
I
is,
don't
it
know.
is.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time. Like I said, I absolutely love this movie. I can't wait for people to check it out. And Lil Rel, I would love a Vacation Friends 3 also. So that would be
Same.
I
Hmm.
love that
We
show.
got to
That
get
would be
Michael in that movie then.
I want to be in
let's
it.
do
That'd be
it.
fun.
Listen, I'm in. I'm in. All right. Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Tessa. Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
You too. Thank you. Thank you so much, Nina, for taking the time.
Hey, of course, my pleasure. Nice to speak with you.
Yes, this movie was so much fun. My husband and I watched it and had an absolute blast, like trying to put all the pieces together and figure it out. So for you, I want to know when you read the script, like were you picking up on clues or were you completely surprised at the end?
It was really fun reading the script, and I didn't figure it out until the very end, mainly because the script does such a good job of misleading the reader and the audience member, because every single one of the characters has motive and a reason to want the person who dies to be dead. And so it really throws you through a loop, and everyone is suspicious, and I really didn't know. Like, I remember reading it and being like, I might be the killer, or maybe it's this person, or maybe it's this person. And then it wasn't until the very end that it got revealed who the actual killer is, and still might be me. We'll never know. Well, now until you watch it.
Exactly, exactly. And I highly recommend it for everybody, especially people who love a murder mystery. And it's so funny too. So what was it that drew you to this? Because I love that you have this mystery, but it's hilarious and it's so much fun all the way through.
That was a big part of it. I mean, I'm a fan of the Knives Out series. I love those movies. I love Daniel Craig and Ana de Armas and Chris Evans, and they were all so good in that film. And so it reminded me of that. And yet it felt like a broader comedy version of it, like a zanier version. And so, yeah, I mean, that the whole genre is just appealing to me, and I wanted to be in something like it. And then on top of that, of course, the fact that the cast was as fantastic as it is. I was one of the last people, I think Chase and I were the last two cast members to round it up. And at that point, obviously Jillian Bell, Lil Rel, Michael Hitchcock, and Jamie, who am I forgetting? Billy Magnuson. Everyone had been signed on. And so they're all people whose careers I'd admired and wanted to work with. And so it just felt like a no-brainer.
And what was it like on set? Because I feel like you guys must have had so much fun together.
We did, yeah. It was really fun. Everybody, we all stayed on set too, because the trailers were so far away. So no one ever really went back to the trailers. We just kind of hung out on set, and it was a blast.
Oh, I love that. That's so much fun. So why don't you talk a little bit about Amanda, and maybe do you relate to her at all?
Thankfully, no. No.
She's not the best person.
No, she's just like, her ambitions lie with herself, and she's selfish and borderline narcissistic and sociopathic. And so she's nothing like me. I would really hope. It was fun though to get to play somebody like that and get to play something that's so far from the reality of who I am. I had a blast.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what was it like kind of getting into that mindset if she's nothing like you?
It was just fun. It was just playing. It was like fully being a character and fully diving into the mindset of a person like that. And it was challenging at times. And yeah.
What would you say to people to get them to check this out? Because it's being released here on June 28th. And I think, like I said, it's a great movie, I think, to watch with your girlfriends or your significant other on a little like at home night. So what would you say to people to get them to check out Reunion?
Well, I'll say that, like, right now I'm obviously injured, and so I've been spending a lot of time at home and a lot of time watching things. And so for me, like, I've been using television and film as like a real escape from what I'm going through, and so I would hope that Reunion is something that helps people escape from whatever their reality is and helps them laugh and makes them feel better with whatever they're going through in their lives.
Oh, amazing. I love it. And then without spoilers, when you first got the script and you were reading through, was there a scene you were like most excited to shoot?
Um, sorry, I'm just thinking.
No, you're fine.
It wasn't one scene in particular. It was just, like I said, getting to do scenes with the whole cast and getting to improv and getting to play, and so many of the scenes are an ensemble scene with everyone. So it was just a general excitement about the movie, not like one scene in particular. I ended up having a really fun time shooting the flashback scenes because some of them were like rewritten. They weren't what I originally signed on to, but they were better and funnier. And then like I said, we improv'd. And so it made it really fun to be crazy and zany.
Yeah, I mean, this cast is incredible. Like you've mentioned a few times, it's like I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, that's that person. Oh, that's that person, And you just mentioned improv. So you guys all really got to play. That was welcome on set.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
When
so
it was
much
done, whether it was welcome or not, like you can't put that many comedians in a room and not expect them to go off the page.
That's very fair. That's very fair. I love the scenes where you guys, all the music is playing and it's like the party scene. So did you guys shoot in order or did that come later? You didn't.
No, you never really shoot in order. Or at least I haven't in anything I've done. I think we actually shot that towards the end, to be honest.
Okay.
The party scenes were at the end. We did most of the dialogue scenes at the beginning. The big heavy stuff. It got like easier as we went on.
And then I'm sure you guys get more comfortable with each other too and just have fun.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I love it. I mean, I had so much fun with this. I thought it was great. I really can't wait for people to check it out. But thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you too.
Thank you.